Hello everyone, my name is Pradyumna and I'm of class 9. Today, I'm going to speak about the session conducted by Mr. Fazil in our school. He spoke about what an NGO is. He is the founder of Asha Foundation, which is a very famous NGO. Now I'm going to speak about NGOs. NGO is a non-governmental organization. It is very easy to register an NGO. It requires minimum 10 people to form an NGO. These 10 people are also called as trustees. In India, there are 31 lakh NGOs. It is not necessary for all the 31 lakh NGOs to function. Though there are only 15 lakh government schools in our country, there are 31 lakh NGOs in our country. So by this we can understand that the people, the normal public is interested in forming NGOs rather than getting into government schools, because government schools have some problems which are covered up by the NGOs. So we can see the ratio of the schools to the NGOs. Now I'm going to speak about the major aspects to run a successful NGO. To run a successful NGO, we require major three aspects. First, things which appeal you. Second, finding like-minded individuals. Third, consistency. The third one is the most important thing to run a successful NGO. Consistency. Now, I'm going to speak about the first aspect of to form a successful NGO. Things what appeal you. We have to find out things and we have to find out sectors where we all are interested in. If we find out, it becomes easier for us to search or to work upon that sectors. Suppose you're interested in something but you're not good at doing it, so you have to leave it. There is no choice, you have to leave it. Suppose you are good at something and you're even interested in doing it, that is your luck and you can excel in that sector. That is an inborn intelligence. That speaks about the first aspect, things which appeal you. So we must always choose the route which appeals to us and which can help us in excelling in that sector and help the society also. The second one, finding like-minded individuals. Like-minded individuals are very essential. Social service is not a race, it is a relay race. The reason why this statement is very famous is because in a race, a person completes the total race by himself. But in a relay race, there is teamwork. People work together. Excuse me. So, social service is a relay race. In a relay race, we work up with each other and all the people support to the same team. So by finding like-minded individuals, we can get a good partner also, and we can even excel in doing our NGO work. Like-minded individuals is nothing complicated. It is something, they are people who think similar to us and who have same feelings, same thoughts like us. Once we find like-minded individuals, it becomes easier to run an NGO. In an NGO, it is very essential to have like-minded individuals. It is not so difficult to find out like-minded individuals, because the simple solution to this is, whenever you open up, whenever you have a solution to a problem, you have to first open up. This is because whenever you open up, people thinking similar to you will also know that you are a like-minded individual to him. So you might be partners, or you might have good feelings, or you might be good friends also. This way, the second aspect works. Third one, consistency. Consistency is the major aspect in running a successful NGO. This is because in consistency, suppose you're running an NGO, it should help the society. It should help the society very frequently also. Suppose what is the use of having 31 lakh NGOs in our country? if they are not functioning properly. If all 31 lakh will function, there would be no problem to our country. Similarly, consistency. It might be that all the 31 lakh, it might be that few of them have worked very well in the beginning and have fed up with the remaining part. This is the reason why once you get into the sector, it should be permanent. You should have total interest on it. You should have 100% dedication and you must have 100% dedication is essential. Dedication towards the work. Not doing social service is not a bad thing. If suppose I don't do social service and I don't become a bad person, each and every person has different opinions. They might think that it is not useful. So you can't judge people that way. This is how the third consistency works. Consistency is required. Once you get into the sector, you must have interest to do it and you must have dedication towards your work. Dedication and determination is required. Now consistency is very essential in this. I have a question. How to continue doing something? The answer is most of the people stop doing in between. There is no consistency in them. This is because they don't get something out of it. Human tendency is to get something out of the work which they are doing. Similarly, if we link every work which we do to what we get, it becomes very easier for us to be consistent in that work. The answer is very simple. Keep getting something out of the work you do. For example, a teacher asks a student to get water to her every day. The student gets water every day, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. That's it. The patience of the student is lost. Whether it might be a very brilliant student, whether it might be an obedient student, whether it might be a sincere student, each and every person will lose interest in doing that job because he's getting nothing out of it. But if the student tendency, not only student, the human tendency is to think what is he getting. After a few days, he'll think that what is he getting out of it? He's not getting anything out of it. So he refuses to do that work. That is because the teacher is forcing him and is doing it. The same work, if the teacher says, I'll pay you 10 rupees per day, the student will obviously do the work. This is because he's getting something out of it. It might even be like, if the student is positive thinking, the student can also think that it might be an exercise, it might be a pleasure, it might be, he might get close to the teacher. If he thinks that way, it can also be useful for him. So this way we have to get things, we have to get something out of the work which we do. It might be physical fitness or something. See, if the student is climbing stairs and going, it might be useful for the student. It might be a physical exercise. So we can't judge it that way. Now, one more point to note is, do not water a dead plant. A person who's not interested in listening to you or is not interested in being you must just leave him, because how much time will you try getting a dead plant into a original plant? The plant is dead. How much ever you water, it doesn't come alive again. This way, we have to avoid watering a dead plant. Next, there was in doing the social service, many people forget thinking about themselves. They are very dedicated to social service, but this is wrong. We must even take care of ourselves while doing social service. There is a famous quote given by John Kennedy. He was the ex-president of United States of America. He said that to guide people, open up light to guide people and yourself. Whenever you open up a light, when there is darkness, you guide people and yourself also. But if you forget guiding yourself, your all work is gone in vain. So this way, we have been acknowledged about what an NGO is and what are the essential things to run a successful NGO. Thank you.